The main destroyer of the active U.S. Navy is the Arleigh Burke-class destroyer, commonly referred to as the Burke-class destroyer. This class of ships is named after its lead vessel, the USS Arleigh Burke, which in turn was named in honor of Admiral Arleigh Albert Burke, a World War II hero of the U.S. Navy. During the commissioning ceremony of the Arleigh Burke, the Admiral famously stated, "This ship was built for battle. You have the finest fighting ship in the world." To this day, the Burke-class destroyers have been in service for 30 years and have evolved into various configurations over that time. Among them, the USS Howard stands out as one of the more notable ships. Construction of the Howard began in 1999, and it was officially commissioned in 2001 as DDG-83, the 33rd ship of the Burke class. The ship's name honors Gunnery Sergeant Jimmie E. Howard, a Medal of Honor recipient from the U.S. Marine Corps. On September 13, 2006, the USS Howard departed San Diego for deployment as part of the U.S. Fifth Expeditionary Strike Group, supporting the global war on terrorism. This marked the Howard's first deployment with an expeditionary strike group and its third overall deployment since entering service in 2001. In 2005, the crew of the USS Howard spent a year preparing for this mission, successfully completing hybrid training exercises with the Joint Task Force to ensure readiness. During combat operations, the Howard primarily serves to protect the strike group. According to its original plan, after conducting anti-submarine warfare training with the Fifth Expeditionary Strike Group, the Howard was scheduled to participate in several exercises with the Canadian and Indian navies. The Fifth Expeditionary Strike Group, which includes the USS Howard, also comprises the USS Boxer, an amphibious assault ship, the USS Dubuque, an amphibious transport dock, the USS Comstock, a dock landing ship, the USS Benfold, a missile destroyer, and the USS Bunker Hill, a cruiser. Additionally, the group incorporates the 5th Amphibious Squadron, the 15th Marine Expeditionary Unit, the U.S. Coast Guard's USCGC Midget, a patrol cutter, and the Canadian frigate HMCS Ottawa. The USS Howard specifications are largely consistent with other destroyers of its class. It measures 155.29 meters in length, with a beam of 20.4 meters and a draft of 6.3 meters, displacing 9,238 tons at full load. Powered by 4 LM2500-30 gas turbine engines, each producing 15,000 shaft horsepower, the ship achieves a top speed of 31 knots. At a cruising speed of 20 knots, it has a range of 4,200 nautical miles. The crew typically consists of 32 officers and 348 enlisted personnel. Its radar systems include the AN/SPY 1D-3D phased array radar and the AMDRS phased array radar system, supplemented by an auxiliary radar. For fire control, it uses the MK-46 MOD-1 electro-optical system. The ship is armed with an MK-45 naval gun, primarily used for close-in defense, with a range of approximately 24 kilometers. This gun features an automated management system, requiring only 6 crew members to operate, and boasts high reliability and maintainability. It can function effectively even in harsh conditions, such as when seawater splashes over the turret, or when sea winds exceed 100 kilometers per hour, while providing continuous rapid response firepower around the clock. Capable of firing multiple rounds simultaneously to strike targets quickly, it significantly enhances destructive impact and is regarded as a highly practical member of the naval gun family. The USS Howard's missile armament consists of 12 8-cell Mk-41 vertical launch systems, with a capacity of 32 missiles in the forward section and 64 in the aft. These can accommodate standard SM-2 air defense missiles, Tomahawk cruise missiles, vertically launched ASROC torpedoes, and Sea Sparrow ESSM short-range air defense missiles. Earlier versions of the Burke class, prior to DDG-71, were also equipped with 2 quadruple Mk-141 Harpoon anti-ship missile launchers, though these were discontinued, starting with DDG-71. The ship can carry 2 SH-60B Seahawk helicopters as its onboard aircraft. Developed from the UH-60A medium transport helicopter, the Seahawk is an anti-submarine and anti-ship helicopter that entered service with the U.S. Navy in 1983. It can be equipped with two Mk-46 or Mk-50 anti-submarine torpedoes, or two air-to-surface missiles. Featuring more powerful engines, the helicopter has flotation bags added to its sides, a sealed tail boom, and foldable rotor, tail boom, and stabilizers. Its main landing gear retracts, and the tail wheel is a dual-wheel design. The airframe includes mounting points for two external fuel tanks and supports air hover refueling capabilities. The standout feature of the USS Howard, however, is the Aegis combat system, a source of pride for the U.S. Navy. Officially designated as Weapons System Mk7, Aegis was the world's first fully digitized shipborne combat system and the U.S. Navy's first system with decision-making support capabilities. It remains the most critical integrated surface warship combat system in active service. Designed and manufactured by Lockheed Martin, it was initially called the Advanced Surface Missile System, before evolving into the Air and Ground Integration System, abbreviated as ADGE, representing the Aegis system of the Arleigh Burke-class missile destroyers. The blue color signifies the sea, while a scroll at the bottom bears the ship's motto, "Ready for Victory," reflecting its preparedness for triumph. A white Southern Cross on a dark blue background honors Gunnery Sergeant Howard's service with the Marine Corps, and two ribbons within the emblem represent the Medal of Honor he received. A yellow chevron symbolizes the defensive line at Hill 488, while red and gold lightning bolts reflect the Marine Corps' colors, its swift and formidable combat prowess, and Howard's fighting spirit. Born on November 12, 1929, in Washington State, Howard joined the Marine Corps in 1950 and distinguished himself repeatedly during the Vietnam War. At the Battle of Hill 488, he led his troops to repel a night assault by North Vietnamese forces. He retired in 1977. Recently, the USS Howard caught public attention, not due to any issues or major upgrades, but because it displayed a red flag featuring a dragon as it departed the San Diego Naval Base. While dragons appear in both Eastern and Western mythology, Western dragons resemble dinosaurs with wings and no whiskers, often depicted as monstrous beasts. In contrast, Eastern dragons have serpentine bodies, no wings yet the ability to fly, and long whiskers, symbolizing good fortune and happiness. The dragon on the Howard's flag is unmistakably Eastern in style, accompanied by the word victory, sparking widespread curiosity. Since its commissioning, the Howard has served as part of the 11th Carrier Strike Group. Operating primarily in the Pacific region over its 20-year career, it has participated in numerous exercises there, including the biennial Rim of the Pacific exercise and joint maritime readiness drills with Southeast Asian nations, as well as humanitarian missions in the region. While its Pacific service is notable, the Dragon flag's significance ties more directly to Gunnery Sergeant Howard's Medal of Honor legacy. The dragon likely symbolizes his combat spirit and leadership in the Pacific theater, serving as a tribute to his valor and a call for the U.S. Navy to pursue victory relentlessly. A blend of history and contemporary purpose. That wraps up our journey exploring the USS Howard. We've not only witnessed the incredible power of one of the world's top destroyers, but also felt the unwavering fighting spirit of figures like Gunnery Sergeant Jimmie Howard, the inspiration behind this ship. From the cutting-edge Aegis system to the iconic Dragon flag, the USS Howard stands as a vivid testament to the fusion of history, technology, and the drive for victory. If you found this fascinating and want to dive deeper into the world of advanced warships or the stories behind them, don't forget to drop a comment below with your thoughts, share this video, and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss our next exciting episode. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.